it's Emily, and I have a guest star here. Say hi to Cthulhu. And so for this, I'm going to do a book review of Blackbird by Chuck Wendig. And so for context, I've known about Chuck Wendig for about a few years. He does a writing blog on his website. I think it's called Terrible Minds. Like all the writing blogs out there, which there are quite a few, I have to say his is probably my favorite. He gives really good advice, but I think the thing that I've always admired is that he very much, he speaks, I suppose, the way he would talk. He's very humorous, and a lot of his jokes are, let's say, not that clean. And so when I saw his book in the library, I was kind of curious, will his voice transfer to his book? And I can definitely say it can, or rather it did. So Blackbird is about Miriam Black, and so a blackbird is a scavenger. It waits for things to die and then feeds on them. And so basically Miriam can see when people die, the exact moment and how and everything, and so she'll wait for them to die, and then she'll take their stuff basically. And that's how she's been living her life, and she's kind of accepted that she can't change anything. She wants to help, but she's become very jaded because she's tried to help in the past and it didn't work out. And so a lot of this book is her deciding can I change things, or is she just going to remain the way she is? And overall, I really enjoyed this book. I would say about 3.5 stars. I really enjoyed the voice. It's definitely a Chuck Wendig novel. Lots of humor, lots of penis jokes. I really enjoyed it. Miriam is very darkly funny, and the voice is probably my my favorite part. There were a few things I didn't really like about it. For one, Miriam kind of comes across as the strong female character TM, kind of after Hunger Games, everyone's and I'm not dissing Katniss, but I think a lot of people think, when I want to make a strong female character, what do I need to do? What do I need to show? Okay, so she can fight, she typically has a weapon, she's typically very masculine, she's badass, she cusses, she can drink a lot, and with Miriam, there's one point where there's a male character who doesn't like that she calls another girl the C word, and she's like, oh, don't be such a girl about it. And I don't know, that just really bothered me, because I feel it's kind of a way, and I'm not trying to diss on male writers, but a lot of male writers, especially, I think, when they want to make a strong character, and again, a lot of young adult, which is largely female writers, they do this too, but it's a perception of how to be strong, and it's normally involves violence, or I guess being more masculine. And there's nothing wrong with having a more masculine female character, but I don't know, it just seems I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it. I just wish there was more diversity in how, okay, I want to have a female character who's a badass, how we portray that, and how femininity isn't necessarily a weakness, and compassion and empathy also aren't weak. And I will say, I do enjoy, about Miriam, there is this one, kind of subversion of that, where she has, she carries around, Fabio romance novels, and I really enjoyed that. And another thing that, kind of bothered me, is so there's, this main narrative, which I enjoyed, and it was a very quick read. I read it in one sitting, so if you want a quick, fun read, even though it can get a little dark and gross at times, I would definitely recommend this book. But, it's between each scene, there's this interview that she's having with some guy, and it interrupts the main story, and also the way it kind of concludes. So it's the main story is about her changing and becoming less jaded, and trying to see if she can become less complacent, and the way she acts in the kind of interview kind of takes what her character progression is supposed to be and backtracks. And overall, I didn't really see the point of the interview stuff. I think I can kind of get it's showing the bits of her past. She talks about her past and things that really affected her and affected how she acts in the main story. But I don't see why any of this information needs to be an interview, a completely different story. Why couldn't it just be part of the main storyline, something she mentions in her internal dialogue? But overall, if you want a story with a sassy main female character that's kind of quirky and kind of dark and out there, I would definitely recommend this novel. And those are pretty much my main points I had, so that's it. Bye!